and welcome to Stingray Tom's Florida and a Take 5 for Florida History. This is part 3 in my series on Florida state symbols, such as the official bird, seashell, and gemstone. In this episode, I'll focus on what is likely to be the most popular animal on the list, the dolphin. Specifically, it's the common or Atlantic bottlenose dolphin, but more on that later. 1975 saw the state legislature make two choices as official animals, the freshwater mammal and the saltwater mammal. We'll wait for a future video to cover the freshwater selection, the manatee. One thing to note, however, is that while manatees and dolphins are both mammals that live entirely in water, they aren't related much at all. Manatees share the same ancestors as elephants, making them more closely related to the mastodons and mammoths that called Florida home up to about 10,000 years ago. It's not surprising that the legislature chose the dolphin. In fact, the 1960s and 70s were a high point in the animal's popularity in the Sunshine State. For example, Florida's first National Football League team in Miami chose the dolphin as its mascot. The Miami Dolphins' first year was 1966, and its first Super Bowl win came in 1972 when they were the first NFL team to not lose a game in the entire season. The 60s was also the high point for one particular fictional dolphin. I'm sure nearly 60 years later everyone can say his name, Flipper.
They call him Flipper, Flipper, faster than lightning. No one you see is smarter than he. And we know Flipper lives in a world full of wonder, flying there under the sea.
First appearing in the eponymous 1963 movie, Flipper went on to be a character in a 1964 sequel and a TV series that ran from 1964 to 1967. Flipper introduced the bottlenose dolphin to millions of people and subsequently helped popularize marine aquariums in Florida. But let's go back another 30 years. In a way, Florida's dolphin story started with a movie studio. Located just south of St. Augustine, Marine Studios was developed in the late 1930s, primarily as a facility for filming underwater sequences in large pools that were filled with sea life. While it was designed for movie production, early on it was obvious that it would be of interest to tourists. Opened in 1938, Marine Studios was the first attraction of its kind in the world. It quickly became popular with tourists, especially because of its collection of bottlenose dolphins and the shows that the trainers developed to show off their natural talents. The studios would change its name in the 1950s to Marineland, which still operates today. After World War II, several other marine aquariums opened in Florida and dolphins were a required part of their animal stock. Theater of the Sea in Isla Mirada, the Gulfarium in Fort Walton Beach, and Miami Seaquarium were soon doing regular dolphin shows as well. In the early days, there was some confusion over the name of the animal, however, a confusion that's even written into the legislation that made it the state marine mammal. The statute reads in part, porpoise, also commonly known as the dolphin. So what's up? Both dolphins and porpoises are mammals within the classification of whales, so while the bottlenose dolphin looks considerably different than porpoises, it's not surprising that people would get the two mixed up. That being said, Florida waters are not regularly the home of porpoises, while dolphins are very common here in both the Atlantic and Gulf. The confusion between dolphins and porpoises lies with the general public, not biologists and animal trainers, yet most, if not all, Florida marine aquariums use the term porpoise in reference to their dolphins up until the 1970s. In a conversation with an experienced dolphin trainer at the Gulfarium a few years ago, I was given a theory as to why the Gulfarium had once called their dolphins porpoises. It has to do with the fish that was commonly known as a dolphin. Today, better known by its Hawaiian name, mahi-mahi, or by its Spanish name, dorado, the dolphin fish has been a popular offering in seafood restaurants throughout Florida for many years. The Gulfarium's trainer suggested it was probably for the best that aquariums differentiate between the mammal and the fish. I guess restaurant owners would have agreed. No one wants to think of Flipper being on the menu. Once the name mahi-mahi became common, the bottlenose dolphin was able to claim its rightful name. I certainly remember when mahi-mahi was making its way onto menus and dolphin was disappearing. Now let's take a quick look at the bottlenose dolphin. They're about 8 to 12 feet in length, 2.5 to over 3 meters, and can weigh up to 1,400 pounds or 630 kilograms. In the wild, they may average just under 20 years old, but in captivity, dolphins have lived to be about 50. Similar to humans, they're social animals, often living in pods of a dozen or so, though small groups can gather together for feeding activities as well as mating. Pods with hundreds of dolphins are not uncommon, though they don't stay together for that long. They eat fish, squid, shrimp, and eels, but since they swallow their food whole, they only catch smaller prey. Considered one of the most intelligent animals, they have a larger brain than humans, and they communicate with each other using squeaks, whistles, and even slapping the surface of the water with their fins. They and all other whales descended from ancestors that began to be aquatic around 50 million years ago. Their closest land-dwelling relatives are hippos. Interestingly, ancestors of the manatee took a similar path towards becoming aquatic around the same time, though, like I said before, they're most closely related to elephants. Scientists estimate that the bottlenose dolphin population is healthy, with roughly 500,000 of them around the world. They are very common in Florida waters, both out in the open water of the ocean as well as in Florida's bays, estuaries, and lagoons. This means there's many places to see them in the wild, though your best bet is to get on a boat. There are dozens of places to offer boat tours and even more that rent boats here in Florida. There really aren't bad places to see them. In fact, many boat tours promote dolphin spotting since much of the time people see them swimming along without really having to look for them. Likely places include Tampa Bay, the Keys, Pensacola Bay, the St. Augustine area, Biscayne Bay in Miami, Sarasota Bay, and the St. Johns River in Jacksonville. Boaters can receive dolphin visits while on jet skis, kayaks, pontoon boats, and even the St. John's Ferry at Mayport. Of course, what you'll likely see is just glimpses of dolphins. Their dorsal fin breaking the surface of the water and the porpoising action they do to breathe. Remember, they're gray-colored animals in water. To really see them, visit one of the marine aquariums that continue to operate around the state. Florida's granddaddy, Marineland, is still in operation and offers several types of dolphin interactions. Currently owned by the Georgia Aquarium, it's located just south of St. Augustine. The other 3 elder marine parks also continue to operate. Theater of the Sea in Isla Mirada, Seaquarium in Miami, and the Gulfarium in Fort Walton Beach offer much more animal life than just dolphins. Then, of course, there is SeaWorld. Located in Orlando near Disney World, it's easily the largest marine aquarium in the state, and along with its nearby sister park, Discovery Cove, SeaWorld maintains the largest stock of bottlenose dolphins. Indeed, Discovery Cove is considered an exclusive attraction centered on dolphin interactions. The dolphins that live at SeaWorld, as well as every other Florida attraction, were almost entirely born at one dolphin facility or another, as it's illegal to capture wild dolphins. A few are old enough to predate the decades-old ban, and a few others are rescues that can't be released back into the wild for various reasons. Beyond the regular parks designed to be attractions, there is also the Clearwater Marine Aquarium, whose primary goal is the rescue and rehabilitation of dolphins and other sea life. Clearwater Marine Aquarium is the home of the second most famous dolphin. But unlike Flipper, Winter is not a fictional character. Found entangled in the ropes of a crab trap in 2005, Winter was estimated to be about 2 months old at the time of her rescue. Her fluke and part of her peduncle, or tailstock, had nearly been detached from her body due to the tightness of the rope. Winter's rescue, surgery, and rehabilitation, including the fitting of a prosthetic tail, was chronicled in a book and movie entitled Dolphin Tale. Of course, Winter played herself in the movie, so Clearwater Marine Aquarium is one place in the state where you can reliably see a movie star. Winter lives there with Hope, another rescue dolphin that had a movie made of her life, Dolphin Tale 2. If you like dolphins, Clearwater Marine Aquarium is a must-visit. Other dolphin attractions include the Dolphin Research Center on Grassy Key in the Florida Keys and Gulf World in Panama City Beach. Dolphins can even be found at the Walt Disney World Resort in its Epcot theme park. At this point, every Florida marine attraction offers some sort of additional activities for visitors beyond watching dolphins swim and engage in behaviors. For an additional price, visitors may be able to swim with dolphins, take part in simulated training sessions, learn how to care for them, or even paint with them. Considered to be one of the most popular animals by kids and adults alike, it's not surprising that Florida chose them as representatives of the state. Dolphins are one of the most social animals, and since humans would never be on their dinner menu, more people have interacted with them over the past 50 years than all other large predators combined. So get out in the water surrounding the state and you're likely to see some. And then check out the nearly dozen aquariums dotted around the state that feature dolphins. They're fun, lovable, intelligent, and a great ambassador for the state of Florida. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you can be told when my next video is released. Please check out StingrayTom.com for more information on the attractions mentioned in this video, including dozens of brochures, postcards, booklets, and photos. Stingray Tom, traveling through time around the Sunshine State.